Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Growing Palmetto. I'm your host, Jada Walker. Here at SC State PSA, our mission is driving agriculture, innovating, educating communities, and elevating the quality of life of South Carolinians every day. Today, we're at the 1890 Research and Demonstration Farm to talk about all things growing on this farm. Let's get growing. Today's show demonstrates how South Carolina State University's 1890 Sustainable Agriculture Program is planting seeds for change, for a better today and tomorrow. We will begin with a farm history discussion with Zach Jordan, farm manager. From hearing about the crops growing in the field to seeing them grow firsthand, we'll head into the high tunnels with Dr. Hubert for a comparison study on which crops thrive in tunnels versus in the field. Then we'll get a taste of summer as we take a closer look at one of those seasonal favorites, watermelon, growing right here on the farm. Next, we'll grow together as we discuss a new crop being grown on the farm and how it's helping plant a better seed for our future. From there, we move into Rooted in the Future, where two farm interns share what a day in their boots is like and how hands-on experience is helping them grow their agriculture career. And finally, we're headed into the community, where a local business is continuing its partnership with the farm, growing crops, strengthening connections, and cultivating success for today. The seeds have been planted, the crops are growing, and the future is taking shape right here in our fields for a better today and tomorrow. Let's get growing. I am joined with Zach Jordan, farm manager of the 1890 Research and Demonstration Farm. So Zach, can you just talk about your role as the farm manager?
Absolutely. So as a farm manager, I'm responsible for overseeing the operations, staffing, any research that's taking place on the farm, as well as any partnerships that we may have, collaborations with other institutions or with growers, with seed companies, anything like that. So that's my role. The construction project that is up front on 301 is the 1890 Midlands Research and Education Center. That is going to be a 15,000 square foot facility that houses various research labs, as well as public facing demonstration space. So we will finally be able to host meetings in the way that they were meant to be, which is we'll be able to have people come in, give workshops, and it's all going to be, it's all going to be in-house now.
So you mentioned what they are seeing on farm. What is happening here on your farm, Zach?
So we've got 4 active research projects and 1 industry partnership. Our research projects are chickpeas, which is a new and emerging crop that we've been researching for 3 years now. We also have a peanut trial that's coming out of our plant breeding center. She's looking at commercial varieties and genotype by environment interactions. And then that's the same thing that we're doing back here with the sorghum. We have 200 acres on the farm, so we're trying to make sure that we're allocating land appropriately now for growth in the future. But excitingly enough, we also have an industry partnership with a longtime partner of ours, Mix and Seed, and that is looking at commercial sunflower hybridization. So we've worked with Mixon extensively in the past on our cover crops, and they've been a great partner to us. So when this opportunity came up, we had to jump on it.
So Zach, there's a lot of great things that are happening on the farm. If you can just describe overall how you feel as a farm manager, all the things happening, how would you describe that? I'm very proud of our progress. I'm optimistic. I feel like things are headed the right direction. But we can't lose sight of what our mission is, and that is helping our growers, our local farm community. That's where we're rooted, that's where we're growing. So the end game for us is to support them the best way that we can, and the best way that we can do that is by continuing to grow, try new things. Thank you so much, Zach, for being here with us today. You informed us of all the new things happening on the farm, all the things that are growing. So we're so appreciative of you just coming out and speaking with us.
I really appreciate y'all having me.
So from hearing everything that's happening on the farm, we're gonna put that work into action. After this break, we're headed to the high tunnels.
Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
But with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Listen to your lungs. Learn more at savebythescan.org.
High tunnels are plastic covered structures that allow farmers to extend their growing season, improve crop production, and protect plants. Let's take a look inside with Dr. Hubert to see how crop production in high tunnels compares to crop production in the field. For South Carolina farmers, every harvest counts. That's why Dr. Hubert, a research scientist with SC State 1890, is studying whether high tunnels can produce healthier crops, higher yields, and greater profits than traditional open field farming. And this method compares crops grown inside the high tunnel to those grown in open fields, helping farmers determine which method provides the best return on their investment.
What we've been working on is to explore the economic benefits between high tunnel versus open field. So we want to see which crops do really well in here and how they perform inside here versus outside. We want to know, okay, so if a farmer has one of these high tunnels, how do they best utilize the space?
Giving researchers the opportunity to compare results across multiple growing seasons. Last year's findings showed promising results for two popular South Carolina crops.
Yeah, so we're duplicating our study as a second year of data. What we saw last year, we saw an average tomato and pepper yield was 20% higher in the high tunnel. And so we're able to put a dollar value to that increase. This year, our yield has, our yield's just coming in now, but we're looking at those numbers to see what those differences are.
And while this year's harvest has still been evaluated, Dr. Hubert says the hotter than usual spring created new challenges inside the high tunnel that could impact final results.
It's going to be interesting because it was really hot this spring, and and so it has created this tunnel a lot warmer than it was last year. So our yields may be impacted by that, but we're waiting to see what that looks like.
Dr. Hubert says one of the biggest benefits of growing inside of a high tunnel is the improved quality of the produce. The protected environment helps reduce damage that can lead to waste and lost profits for farmers.
The peppers and tomatoes will get this thing called sun scald, which is sunburn, and inside the tunnel we don't see that at all. And so we see a higher quality of produce, less culls overall, which is like fruit that are discarded due to rots or blemishes.
The information collected during this study will also help create a high tunnel production manual, giving farmers a practical guidance on how to better manage their crops and maximize their investment.
We're working on publishing a manual, the High Tunnel Production Manual. It has circulated a little bit as a draft, but we're collecting all this data, we're putting it in there, and we're also learning along the way about how to manage high tunnels, and we're providing that information back to the farmers.
And Dr. Hubert says the goal is to give farmers science-based tools that can improve production, reduce crop loss, and help them get the greatest return from every growing season. Now let's get a taste of summer as Dr. Hubert cuts open one of these fresh grown watermelons.
Thank you, Jada. As you know, I'm Dr. Brendan Huber. Today we're going to look at some watermelon varieties that we just picked out of the research farm. I have two varieties with us today. They are relatively new. I have an orange. This is Orange Crush, and then I have another one called Dark Night. Orange Crush is orange flesh watermelon. It has seeds in it. Orange watermelons have gained popularity in recent years, and so we wanted to grow one that's just to trial. And then red, this is a variety of Dark Night that has some great characteristics. It's a medium-sized watermelon, dark red flesh, dark shell. It does not have stripes in it. But it has that red flesh in it that people enjoy, and it's seedless. We're going to go ahead and we test picked one the other day to make sure it met quality standards, and so it's important that a watermelon follows a criteria of a certain sugar concentration. We measure that in bricks, and so these have surpassed that number. It takes about 45 days from a watermelon from flower to fruit. That you still got to grow the plant, but when the flowering starts, it's about 45 days from pollination to full-size melon. And a watermelon, when it's ripe, has this certain sound to it that we're looking for. People talk a lot about the yellow belly on the bottom. You're gonna have that little yellow spot that they have. We're gonna go ahead and cut this. This is orange, again, this is orange crush. We're gonna go ahead and cut this guy open and give it a taste. Let's see what we get here. A lot of watermelons, when you cut them, they'll pop. They have a lot of internal pressure that is normal. They'll kind of pop open, so they're really fragile. They'll crack open on their own. Sometimes if they roll around the car too much. So that's what we want. That's a great looking melon. Again, orange flesh variety. Orange flesh tastes just like a red one to me. There's just some different chemistry components that make them different, but really what you're seeing is mostly just pigment. But the flavor, sugar, everything is going to be similar to the red ones. It's just more, they're just fun, I think. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and cut this one. This is Dark Night, relatively new variety, seedless again. I really like this one. I trialed it a year or two, the past 2 years at a variety trial, watermelon variety trial, and I found this one to be one of my favorites. So if you like a seedless watermelon, this is a pretty good one. Now this one's kind of small for its batch, but it was one of the earlier ones. So, but anyway, so they get bigger than this, about 15 pounds typically. So we'll see. They have a really dark red flesh inside. They're really nice. A really solid shell on this thing. So that's supposed to be seedless, but some seedless watermelons still have seeds in them. They're just kind of like not filled out seeds. So not a bad looking watermelon at all. They have, like I said, small seeds. We'll go ahead and sample it. This one looks, that's good. Again, 2 great varieties we're growing this year. Next year we're going to trial probably a total of 4 varieties or more, and we'll come back next year and show you some more. But thank you, and thank you for checking it out. And now back to Jada.
And that watermelon is sure what summer tastes like. We'll be back after this break.
What does farm to table mean to you? Fresher, tastier food? Sitting down with family and friends at local restaurants? Sure, but thanks to South Carolina farmers and chefs, you can enjoy farm to table anywhere. That's because when you buy certified SC, you're supporting South Carolina farmers and getting locally grown food that's perfect for whatever table. So choose local, choose fresh. It's a matter of taste.
Now, let's grow together. Growing new crops on the farm helps us diversify and create new opportunities. Let's dig in and see what's growing in the soil.
Peanuts are a crop that responds real well to good management, but you have to manage them, and there are certain steps you need to take to ensure that you have a good crop of peanuts. Some of the yellow flowers, what happens, the flowers come out, they get pollinated, they put down what we call a peg, and the peg develops into a peanut, but we need to have a certain amount of calcium in that zone when the young peanuts start. We have a runner type of peanut on this side, and we have Virginia type, which is a larger peanut on the far hand side down. Runner peanuts are a smaller peanut, and if you have to hand pick them, it's a little harder and more difficult to hand pick them than it would be the Virginia types. I wanted to demonstrate a few things to some of our small farmers about peanut production. Peanut production has been a crop that we've worked with in my region for a number of years. A lot of my small farmers are interested again in growing ball peanuts, which is just like field peanuts. A lot of our small farmers have trouble getting nitrogen fixing bacteria with the peanut crop, and you need that to come in along when the roots will start developing. You put some inoculant either in the furrow, or in our case we had to use a dry on the seed type of inoculant to try to get nitrogen fixing bacteria to the roots very early in the stage of production. Some of the chemicals that we can use now, you can't just put out at any stage growth, and there are newer, better ways for production.
Thanks, Mark, for showing us what's growing under the soil. I can't wait for those peanuts to be done so I can give them a try. We'll be back after this break.
Hi, my name is Ayana Sanders, and I am the Expanded Food Nutrition Education Program Agent here in the Midlands region. And I provide food and nutrition education programs to families all across the Midlands regions. And you're watching Growing Palmetto.
Now let's plant the roots of the future. Every summer, SC State 1890 hosts student interns and camp counselors who support research, extension, and youth development programs. This year, nearly 60 students are gaining hands-on experience and new skills. Torrance and Peyton are two farm interns. Let's take a seat on the tractor and hear about their experience as 1890 interns.
It's been going great. I've definitely learned a lot from this 1890 research and demonstration farm. Coming from a small town, I really didn't have these opportunities, so I'm glad to be out here and I'm glad to learn.
It's honestly been the learning experience and the hands-on experience with heavy equipment, irrigation, even the hot tunnels, and just honestly seeing everything in a real working farm. I've really learned how to operate every piece of equipment on this property. I mean, from skid steers to tractors that drive themselves. That really intrigued me. I was a little scared, but I've really learned how to operate everything.
Research and hands-on working skills is what I have learned coming here, because you can tell me to do something and I'll do it, but knowing how things are done is what I have learned being here.
I've been blessed with this opportunity, especially as a 19-year-old wanting to go into the work field in agriculture. I know that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that most people do not get. Hands-on experience is very important because you never know what obstacles you're going to run to.
At the age of 19, I didn't know where I was going to be. I really didn't have no push and drive, but coming out here, it definitely transformed me. And coming into my sophomore year, I look at the world at a different outlook, me coming out here, and 1890 giving me this experience.
They're taking full advantage of their summer experience while getting hands-on learning. The farm isn't just for research and learning. We believe a better tomorrow starts with a strong partnership. Let's take a look at how one local business is partnering with the farms to make a difference.
We have an industry partnership with Mix and Seed where they're looking at commercial sunflower hybrids and hybridizing them for commercial production. A call from Robert, Dr. Etheridge, it was it was an opportunity that I felt was too good for us to pass up. So we've worked so closely with them and we've developed such a good relationship over the past few years that it was just a natural evolution of that process.
So we at Mix and Seed have had a good long relationship with South Carolina State for 3 or 4 years now. We were looking around at options to produce some seed locally that we historically will import from across the country. Recognize that SC State has tremendous resources in the new Olar farm, and we thought it would just be a good idea to try a new venture with them. To my knowledge, it's the only hybrid work being done in the Southeast, and so I think in keeping with SC State's commitment to research and innovation, this fits really nicely within that objective as well.
Is educational because I've got my full-time staff and my interns out here who are getting to learn all about what commercial production looks like and also how to implement these protocols and timelines and things like that.
For us, it lets us get to know a lot of great students that are coming through SC State. So from a candidate pool to hire, that's been a benefit for us. And I think from an SC State perspective, having good hands-on opportunities for students to get their hands dirty and understand commercial ag up close and personal, I think is a good aspect for SC State.
And we're elevating by hopefully helping Mix and Seed grow their reach. It's a local company that's supported us for years, and we're super pleased to be able to support them in their growth.
This just is sort of step one in what could be a long-term partnership where we're going to continue to bring new varieties to life here in the Southeast, and SC State being a key partner in that effort with us.
Now let's see what's happening across the state. Here is 1890 in 90 seconds. now let's highlight one of our dedicated staff members, Dr. Hemuth.
At South Carolina State, PSA, innovation is creating solutions that strengthen communities and protect the environment. Meet Dr. Dakshina Muthi, a research scientist with SC State's 1890 Research and Extension Program. His work combines robotics, automation, and remote sensing technology to address today's agricultural and environmental challenges. His commitment to innovative research recently earned him a $499,000 capacity-building grant from the USDA National Institute of Food and Agriculture. Through this project, he is developing affordable aquatic drones that will provide real-time water quality monitoring in some of South Carolina's most vulnerable estuaries. His research will help identify pollution sources, support coastal producers. Through research, innovation, and service, Hemuth is helping SC State PSA advance its land grant mission and improve the quality of life for South Carolinians.
From high-driven research, comparative studies, to community partners and youth empowering, SC State PSA continues to make an impact in the field and across South Carolina. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Jada Walker. And remember, at Growing Palmetto, we're committed to growing the roots of our state. For more news and updates on what we're doing at SC State 1890 and across SC State PSA, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe to all social media platforms at SC State 1890.